At this part of the tutorial, I'd like to talk about the common zoom commands found in the zoom toolbar. I purposely closed it so that we can review the process of opening up the necessary toolbars. As I indicated before, the quickest way to open a toolbar is to right-click over any icon you see on the screen. I'm going to right-click over this one. I'm going to select Zoom. That opens it up in the previous location where I had it. What I'm going to do is click and drag it from the position and float it out here in space. And also what I want to do is draw a couple more circles that are a little bit bigger than what we have on the screen right now. As you can see, I've drawn circles that are not visible on the drawing area, and as I had mentioned before, the drawing space extends infinitely in all directions. We are currently focused on a specific portion of our drawing, and the limits of the view that we have, if I move my cursor, indicate we are at 0, 0 for X and Y, and on the top right hand corner we are at roughly 63 along the X and 30 along the Y. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to take a step back and see the entire drawing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select the zoom out icon. That's the icon with the magnifying glass and the minus sign inside of it. I'm going to click that one time, and I'm going to click it a second time. As you can see, every click takes me further back. I want to point out that the drawing or the objects we have created have not been changed in size. Rather, my view has allowed me to see more of the drawing space. Therefore, the objects appear somewhat smaller. If I zoom out too far, I can always zoom back in by clicking on the zoom in icon, the magnifying glass with the plus sign. Clicking it one time takes me in to half of that distance. Something else I'd like to point out that you can see is the UCS icon is no longer docked in that lower left hand corner. The UCS icon will be located at the point of origin, that is where X equals 0 and Y equals 0. It helps because it serves as a frame of reference and lets us know how far away we are from this location. Now, the next icon I want to point out is the zoom window icon. Let's suppose I wanted to see just this circle, this portion of the drawing. I'm going to click on the zoom window icon. I look at the command line. It indicates to specify the first corner. What I'm going to do is select a corner of a window that I'm about to create, and I'm going to click right here. And then I'm going to take that cursor and move it. And as you can see, this window that will be created, once I click again, it's going to show me this portion of the drawing only. If I click now, I can see that the circle is now centered on my drawing space. If I wanted to, I can continue to zoom window again and get even closer to the objects. Again, the objects are not getting bigger or smaller, rather my view is changing. The closer I get to an object, the bigger it does appear. The farther away I get from an object, the smaller it appears. Let's zoom out and zoom out again. One more time. Now, if I wanted to see the entire set of entities that I've created so far on my drawing space, I would go to this icon, the one that says Zoom Extents. If I click on that one time, what Autocad does, and let me move the zoom toolbar out of the way for a moment. I'm now going to dock it. What Autocad has done is it has fit all of the objects and entities that I have created so far and fit them onto the drawing screen. I can now zoom out, zoom in, and zoom window, and then go back to zoom extents. In case you ever zoom in too close and you're not sure where you are, it's always a good idea to zoom extents and find yourself in this drawing space. And it's also helpful to have the UCS icon as a frame of reference.